Hey guys, welcome you all in T3P Technology to the Point. In this quick video, we are going to talk about AWS Cloud, and this video is helpful for anyone who wanted to learn how to start learning AWS as a beginner and want to make career in AWS Cloud and want to become expert. So, what we are going to cover in this video, let's see. First, we will talk about what exactly AWS is. Then we will talk about how AWS helps us in real time. That's why need to learn it. Next, we will talk about how to start learning AWS as a beginner. If you don't have any experience or no knowledge about any cloud platform, so how you can start actually. Next, will talk about the roadmap that can help you to become an AWS expert. After that, we will talk about few use cases and case study that can help you to understand more better in terms of cloud platform, in terms of AWS cloud. After that, we will follow some best practices that we need to understand because these best practices always help us while we are working in real time. Either you are working as an admin or you are working as a solution architect. These best practices always help you whenever you are working with AWS Cloud. In the last, we are going to sum up this session with quick summary. So now let's understand what exactly is AWS. So, as you know, AWS is the leading cloud platform which provide a wide range of cloud services like computing, storage, database, machine learning, analytics, and security. There are many things which cloud platform offers us, right? So these are all the key services offered by AWS Cloud. But if we want to tell in simple term what exactly cloud computing is nothing just a delivery of services over the internet that you can access from anywhere, and these services are major. That means whatever you are using, just need to pay for that one. So you can predict your billing, how much cost it will involve, what will be the capex, what will be the opex. So in the cloud platform, we mostly talk about opex because we just need to pay OPEX to the cloud provider. What exactly the OPEX is? OPEX is the operational expenditure. So this is how we sum up, or we can say quickly summarize cloud computing. So there are many benefits we are having with AWS, with AWS, our organization can build and scale applications quickly and efficiently without needing to manage their own physical infrastructure. So, normally, what happens when we are talking about on prem infrastructure, that means the servers or the machines or the hardware which we are using for our application, those are hosted on our organization. Okay, that means the data center belongs to us and we have all authority, or we can say the all control there. But when we are talking about the cloud platform, we don't need to manage these hardware, physical server, or any networking devices there. We just need to use it and we just need to pay what we are using. Now next, we will understand how AWS help us in real time. AWS helps us in many ways like real time data processing, scalable infrastructure, global application deployment. So AWS powers a variety of real time application by offering on demand infrastructure. On demand infrastructure means how much resources we need for the server, we can immediately get it. We no need to pay, means we no need to order, then the process will come and then it will be shipped to your data center, then your mm, technician will configure it and then it will be handed over to you. It's not like that. You, whenever you need it, you will get it on demand. And also it provide scalable resources and integrated services. So this includes, like, if you want to hosting your website, processing your real-time data for analytics, or deploying global applications, and many more things. So AWS provides variety of flexibility to scale based on demand, reduce operational cost, and enhance system performance through automation and integrated tools. That's why it helps in many ways in our real time. Now, let's talk about how we can start learning AWS as a beginner. Yes, trust me, if you have no knowledge or zero knowledge of the cloud platform, you can still start. But how you can start? So, here I have prepared a step by step roadmap, or we can say the learning path that you can use it. So first thing, you need to focus on cloud computing basics. That means you need to understand all the terms which comes under cloud computing. Like whenever you are working in cloud computing, you need to understand what is high availability, what is fault tolerance, what is elasticity, agility. There are many terms that you need to understand. With those, also you need to start learning cloud computing concepts like virtualization, scalability, elasticity. So AWS white papers and training materials provide you a solid foundation. And in coming videos, I'll talk about each and every terms and services which is related to AWS cloud. But for the high level, you need to start with cloud computing basics. Next, you need to explore AWS free tier. So you can take advantage of AWS free tier to experiment with core services like EC2, Imagine S3, RDS, and Lambda. There are many more services available for free, and I have prepared a lab guide where I have shared around 24 labs with the link which you can use for absolutely free in Azure Cloud Portal. So, and those labs are from 15 minutes to 2 hours. So, based on your time allocation, you can start those labs and learn hands-on as well. So, you can follow the link which is given in the description box. Next thing, you need to learn the core AWS services. Like every cloud platform has core services, you also need to learn. Either it is compute, storage, security, database, and network. Uh, you need to focus on understanding key services like compute. When we are talking about EC2 is a part of that one. That is Elastic Compute. Next is S3, that is Amazon S3, that is a part of storage. IAM is a part of security to start building your foundational knowledge. So, this is how you can start it. Next, you need to focus on hands on labs and projects. So, practice with real scenarios in the labs to build your hands on experience. That will be very, very helpful to you while you are talking or while you are discussing or while you are giving interview for AWS, especially using AWS console and command line interface. So we are having multiple options to access AWS cloud, but most of the time we use either AWS console or we will use AWS CLI platform or interface, we can say. Next, once you are done with your learning part, then you can focus on any AWS certification courses. There are number of course certification available that can start with beginner friendly courses such as AWS Cloud Practitioner, or you can go with AWS Solution Architect Associate. It's all depend on your experience level, or we can say your knowledge. And also with different domain you are having certification for security, networking, DevOps, machine learning. So there are multiple certification provided by AWS. So based on that, you can focus on that one. In the last, whenever you want to learn and grow, you need to join AWS community on any social media platform or any platform where you have AWS forums, or so you need to participate in those. You need to communicate to engage with other colleagues with or the other friends who are learning AWS. That will help you to grow faster. So learn from real world experience and share your knowledge with others. Similarly, I'm also doing the same. Whatever I'm learning, I'm just creating these videos. I share my learning on Twitter, on Telegram. So you can follow any of the platform. You will see those content. Now it's time to talk about roadmap to become an AWS expert. See, if you are learning just for your knowledge, then initial learning path is enough for you. But when you want to become expert, where you can design and implement the solution or build the solution, then you need to be an expert. And it's a high demand right now. In all the organization, they are looking for expert to implement cloud solutions, migrating their on-prem infrastructure to the cloud, or we can say they are looking for people who can reduce the cost, reduce the manpower with the use of cloud platform. So that's why they are looking for AWS expert. Now the thing is what you need to follow. Let's see step by step. So first you need to understand or learn core AWS services. Can be it's from compute, storage, networking. So you need to gain the proficiency in essential AWS services like EC2, as I mentioned, Amazon S3, RDS, virtual private cloud. Uh, you have the gateways, you have the security services, networking services, you have the peering, so many things that comes under core AWS services that you need to learn first. Then you need to focus on security and identity management. See, you need to understand AWS identity and access management, encryption and security best practices for safeguarding your application from the malicious activity or from hackers. Next, you need to focus on database and storage solutions. So you need to dive into database services like Amazon RDS, DynamoDB, and storage solution like S3 and EVS to handle data efficiently. Next, you can focus on automation and infrastructure as a code. So you need to master infrastructure as a code using AWS Cloud Formation and AWS CDK to automate resource management. See, these are the things which you can implement in any of the cloud platform. Along with this one, you need to learn networking concept as well in AWS cloud. So you need to understand all the networking services which are available. So you need to learn VPC, Route 53, CloudFront to manage networking and content delivery within AWS. Next, you need to learn about serverless and containerization. See, right now, if you know that most of the latest applications running using these serverless or containerization technology. So it's a good. You need to be familiar with this one. Next, you need to focus on data analytics and machine learning services. So in data analytics, you need to learn services like AWS Glue, Athena, Redshift, and QuickSight to gain insight from the data. And when we are talking about the machine learning and AI, you need to explore AWS AI, machine learning services like AWS or Amazon SageMaker recognition to create intelligent application. Next, you need to learn monitoring and logging tools. These are very, very important tools, and you need to get familiar with Amazon CloudWatch, AWS X-Ray, AWS CloudTrail to monitor performance and troubleshoot issues. These all services we will talk in depth in our coming sessions related to AWS. Once you are done with everything, now you need to focus on AWS certifications. So to validate your skill, see, every organization looking for expert, but how they can know that you know these all things? That's why these certification come into picture to validate your skill, pursue AWS certification like a certified solution architect professional, AWS certified DevOps engineer, or AWS certified security specialist. So that will be your credential to show that you have enough knowledge to work on AWS platform as an AWS expert. Now let's talk about some use cases and case studies. So first we are having web hosting and content delivery. So AWS provide scalable and cost-effective solution for hosting website and distribute content worldwide using services like EC2, S3, and CloudFront. So this is the use case there. We can use AWS Cloud Platform for serverless applications as well. So AWS Lambda enables the deployment of your serverless application that scale automatically and reduce infrastructure management. When we are talking about the serverless application, it doesn't. Do you think that we don't require server for that? It's not the way. The thing is, serverless means that whenever you need to run your code, the servers will be provisioned by platform, but you no need to pay anything for that one. You just need to pay how much time means how long your code will run and how many times you are executing that code. Based on that, they will charge you. They will not charge you for the server. That's why it is called serverless application. Next, we are having big data processing. So AWS offers tools like EMR and Redshift to process large data set, providing high performance and scalable data analysis solutions. Next, we are having disaster recovery. So AWS allows company to build resilient systems with automated backup and disaster recovery solutions using S3, RDS, and AWS backup services we are having from AWS. Next, enterprise application migration. So many organizations now migrating their on-prem enterprise application to AWS. Why? Because they want to improve scalability, performance, and cost efficiency. So AWS is used across industry for various real-world applications. So we have already seen those. So these are few use cases and case study. If you want to become solution architect, I would recommend to go through more and more use cases, existing solution that can help you and prepare you for the new solutions. Next, learning is fine, and while implementing, we need to follow some best practices. So for similar for AWS, we need to follow these. So we need to follow like design for failure and resilience. That means that architect your application to be fault tolerant and automatically recover from failures. Next, you need to follow security best practices. You know that security always comes first in any environment nowadays. So you need to use AWS IAM policies, multi-factor authentication, encryption, and AWS security services to protect your resources and data. Next, cost optimization techniques. You can use AWS cost management tools like AWS Cost Explorer or trusted advisor to optimize usage and reduce expenses. Next, IAC automation, that is infrastructure as a code automation. So implement IAC using AWS Cloud Formation similar to Terraform. We are having managed services from AWS, that is AWS Cloud Formation, or you can use AWS CDK to automate and manage your infrastructure at any scale. Next, best practice monitoring and logging. See, continuously monitor your application and infrastructure, always helpful. So you can use the services called CloudWatch, CloudTrail, and AWS Config for compliance and performance management. Next, best practices always focus on backup and disaster recovery. So implement regular backups for your infrastructure using services like AWS Backup, or you can also automate disaster recovery process for business continuity. Next thing, compliance and governance. So you can leverage AWS compliance programs and services like AWS Config and AWS Artifact to ensure that your cloud infrastructure meets regulatory requirements. Next, and the last, leverage managed services. So wherever it is possible, use managed services that will definitely reduce the cost and also the time. So for example, we can use RDS, DynamoDB, or AWS Lambda to reduce the operational burden for managing our infrastructure. These are the few best practices, I would say. The more you will learn while you are learning or working on AWS CloudFit. So these are the high level, we can say. Now it's time to summarize our content. So what are the key takeaways from AWS? So AWS is a cloud computing platform that offers a wide range of services to support everything from web hosting to machine learning. So if you want to learn AWS as a beginner, so you can start AWS. Start from the cloud computing fundamental, experiment with core AWS services, and engage with hands-on labs. Next, if you want to become an expert in AWS, you can follow a structured roadmap that is focused on compute, storage, networking, security, automation, data analytics, machine learning, certification. And we are having certification that can validate your expertise and open doors for advanced career opportunity. What are the benefits of mastering AWS for our career? AWS is used for a wide range of use cases we have already seen. Either it's from the hosting a simple website and processing big data to deploying serverless applications and managing disaster recovery. So we can follow best practices for AWS, including design for failure, enforcing security, optimize cost, automating infrastructure, leveraging AWS managed services for efficient and scalable cloud solutions. So that's it in this video. I hope you find this video helpful, learn something about how you can structure your learning, how you can follow any path to learn AWS cloud. If you have any question, you can drop me in the comment section. You can follow my Twitter and Telegram channel for more to the point content that can definitely save your time and help you to learn more in very less time. Thank you once again. See you in next video. Till then, keep learning, keep transforming, keep signing. Bye bye.